So in the last video, I showed how to create a list and how to access items in the list. And in this video, I'm going to show how to modify items in the list. So for example, in my list, we have apple, and I want to change apple to pineapple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say my list.index2, because the indexes start from 0, 0, 1, 2 is apple. And I want to set that equal to pineapple. So if I were to print my list after this change, I should see pineapple where apple used to be my list. Okay, so after making that change, let me run it. And yeah, so once it runs, it should show pineapple. And actually, I misspelled print. That's what the problem is here. I need to put the T there as print. Okay, so yeah, you will see pineapple once I fix this. And that's what so pineapple is here where apple used to be. Okay, so the next thing is we can change more than one item. So I only changed one item in the first example. If I want to change more than two items, I could say something like my list add, and I can specify the indexes index 3 to 5. This would actually not replace anything, the thing in index 5. It will replace only 3 and 4, but not the last index. So I want to set that to grapes and strawberries. Strawberry and grape. I make it grape and strawberry just to be consistent. And if I run this now by printing, if I print my list now, I should see grape and strawberry where banana and mango used to be. And that's what I see. So that's how you place more than one item. Notice that if I have more than one item, I use a square bracket to create a new list that will be inserted in that location. Okay, so if I said instead, like my list, I can also replace more than one item with multiple items. So if I say my list at, let's say, index 5, I want to replace that with two items. I want to replace that with cherry and pomegranates. So I will say cherry and pomegranate. So okay, so that should replace these two items. It should replace, actually, I should replace one item, the item at index 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 20. And if I run it, 20 should be gone, and I should have two new items in the list. And hold on, let me see what happened. Oh, I should have printed the new list. Print my list. And yeah. So if I don't have a typo, it should print the items in the new list, cherry and pomegranate. So actually we see that here. And yeah, so I could also say, let's say if I wanted to replace my index, I could say 5. Actually, I could say 5 to 7, but I will actually replace only two items at index 5 and 6. So what I could do is this 5 to 7, and actually in that case we don't have the square bracket. So what I ended up getting was cherry and pomegranate replaced 20 and true. Okay, so if you use a square bracket here, you can insert multiple items by using the colon, separate the starting and the ending index. And finally, I could do use the insert, so I could use my list dot insert. I want to insert something at a certain index. So I specify the index. Let's say index 1 is what I want to, where I want to insert something. So I have Fred, Joe, Pineapple. Joe is at index 1. I want to insert something there. So I want to insert Ben. Okay, let me use a single quote just to be consistent. So I want to insert Ben at index 1 and then print my list. Okay, so let's see what it looks like after inserting Ben. I run this now. I should see Ben where Joe was. So just okay. So actually, so yeah. So what insert actually does is it shifts the item that was where at that this index to the right and inserts this here. Okay, so that's how to um change an item in a list or several items in a list. So in the next video, I'm going to talk about adding items to the list. So see you in the next video.